They don't know how to prepare. If you don't want to get stuck in your house, if you want to get your driveway or be able to see your sidewalk as you walk to your door, I'm going to be real and tell you a lot of the locals that are here that have been here over the years, they're not exactly happy about it. Let me tell you why. All right, you're not going to believe this, but people are running to the Grand Rapids area. And no, I'm not talking about people from Detroit or Chicago just because they're so close. I'm talking about from all over the place. In this video, where they're moving from to get to Grand Rapids, and we're gonna talk about it right now. Let's get into it. For Things to Do and Sights to See, this is Live Great TV, and I am the official host of Living Great in Grand Rapids and the West Michigan area. My name is Vaughn Greathouse. Hey, if you want to know more about the Grand Rapids area, what it's like to live, work, and have fun out here in West Michigan, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, at least hit the like button so you don't miss out on all the brand new videos that I put out each and every week, because I love making these videos for you. But even more than that, I'm a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Michigan, and I want you to move to the Grand Rapids area, whether it's Holland, Grand Rapids, Rockford, wherever you're going to in Michigan, nice and smooth. So my number, my name, my email is coming on the screen right now. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out. Yes, I'm the one who answers those calls and messages. So with that being said, let's get into the video. All right, now normally I'm outside enduring the weather, walking the streets, walking different neighborhoods, but today we're inside. It's cold outside, you guys. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it real with you. But I really wanted to get into letting you know the stats behind where are people moving to the Grand Rapids area from. And honestly, I want to level with you, and I purpose to get more information to you about a lot of the people that I work with behind the scenes. I don't always expose those things. I just talk about more of like what it's like to live in this area, work, have fun, and things like that. But I get calls from all over the place. Just off the top of my head, I got people from Texas, Hawaii. I had a guy from Poland call once, East Coast, New York, New Jersey, Virginia. I've had people all over that know more about the Grand Rapids area. Now, some people have roots here, they have relatives and things like that, so it's a really comfortable transition for them. But some people who come out here literally go out on a whim, and they're just like, I've been studying, I've been watching this area, and if that's you, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help and give you my perspective, my insight. I've been here for a long time. I've lived in other states, so I really want to get you acclimated to what the West Michigan lifestyle can provide for you as well. All right, so I'm gonna hit you with some real facts when it comes to West Michigan area. Over the last 5 years, the Grand Rapids area has brought in 50,000 new residents. That's huge. For example, that will be like filling up the Andel Arena 3 times. All right, now we've had a 6% population growth since 2020, since the pandemic. The majority of the people that are moving from areas such as Texas, Florida, and California are some of the major places that people are moving to Grand Rapids from, and a lot of people that I've worked with are from those places. Those are probably some of the main areas that people are coming from, and I absolutely love to share what we have here in the West Michigan area, because I tell people it's such a great environment and everything that you need in lifestyle, as far as like the 4 seasons, or if you're a city person, or you're a country person, or if you're a boat person, or a hunting person, nature person. Whatever the case may be, it's right here and it's super accessible. I had a call he just let me know that they came and did a visit, and upon their visit, they just realized how close the neighboring cities were, how close it was to Lake Michigan, and how great the schools are in the area. And that's a huge highlight. You know, I really would like to share that with more people. So granted, you know, the area is growing, we have great population growth, and people are really wanting to stay in a place like this, whether you're single, family, retiree, you're a young couple, whatever the case might be. I definitely would encourage you to reach out so you have better insight on what this place can offer for you. All right, let's get into why the people are moving to the area. And I'm not just talking about it being beer city and everybody's coming out here to get drunk, even though we do have over 80 local breweries that you can go to at any given point in time. I just wanted to highlight that. Now, the housing affordability comparison is going to be, we are sitting currently somewhere around that $298,000 average home price here in West Michigan, compared to California, where there's somewhere around 800 grand That's a lot of difference. That is a lot of money to pay for your average 3-bed, 2-bath house, 1,500 square feet. So if you're looking to downsize, or you're moving from California or one of those larger metropolitan areas, you're gonna save quite a bit. You know, going out to eat's not gonna break the bank. Doing fun things is not gonna break the bank. You're gonna be able to really enjoy your lifestyle. And that's why Live Great is the theme of this channel. And really, it's the theme of my entire business, to help you get exactly what you want. Another reason that people are moving out here is because of the job market growth. Now, we have the medical mile expansion, where they recently were just purchased by Corewell Health, and that's a huge deal. I talk about how extensive that the medical mile area and how competitive that the medical sector is out here. You know, in order to know that we're at the top, we're at state of the art, we're innovating, we're doing really big things in the medical world. So people really want to come in and get the very best training that they possibly can, because Grand Rapids competes with other national major companies and major organizations that are in the medical field. So that's something really great to note. Not to forget to mention that the tech boom is here. A lot of companies that are coming in here, they're seeing how less expensive it is for them to do what they need to do in order to grow that out. Downtown is expanding. They're redoing the river. They're making the rapids come back. So it's a really great project for the people that live here. Now, I'm going to be real and tell you, a lot of the locals that are here, that have been here over the years, they're not exactly happy about it. Let me tell you why. Now, as prices were so much lower pre-pandemic, and your average house was somewhere around $150,000, you can get a really nice house for $150,000. Over 10 years, now the average house is pretty much doubled. You can see why a lot of people who didn't move the last 10 years, or were planning to, or getting outbid. Just about every other market, you know, had gotten into that situation, and people really were getting devastated. They kind of took the back seat, say, you know what, I'll wait till prices drop, the market's gonna crash, I'll wait until rates go down, it's too expensive. They always work in tandem. So either you're gonna have high rates, or you're gonna have high prices. So you might as well get in while you can, get a great house, so you know exactly where you sit in the market. You can buy a house and then wait for the right decision. You can always refinance. So that's something that really a lot of the locals are looking at. And it's really just a matter of taking the plunge and doing what's important for you and your family, or whoever it is that you're with, or if you're by yourself, and doing what you need to do right now. All right, now I'm going to share with you some areas that are really awesome, that even a lot of locals don't know about, and that you should know and look forward to as you're making your way, whether you're coming to visit, or you want to go ahead and put a stake in the ground and go ahead and buy a house out here. Now, first place I want to talk about is Millennium Park. It's larger than Central Park in New York. It's a great area. Now, it's a cool place because it has a lot of nature scenes. It has a nice beach area. It has a splash pad for the kids and the children, you know, to go out and hang. A lot of picnics, and organizations will have events there. They even had a wakeboard competition at one point where I went and enjoyed the day. And in the summertime, it's super close to Grand Rapids without having to drive 45 minutes to Lake Michigan. You can go right to Millennium Park and enjoy the day out on the beach. Enjoy the day, you know, with a cool drink and some snacks and things like that. It's an awesome experience, and it's super duper convenient when it comes to being close to Grand Rapids. The next place I want to talk about is Frederick Meyer Gardens. Now, that place is really awesome because Meyer is a family that has built out an organization called Meyer. Used to be Meyer Thrifty Acres back in the day, and now Meyer, that family, that name is very prominent out here. You might even have a Meyer where you live because they're expanding so much. And Frederick Meyer Garden is a sculpture park. It's almost like a museum or an exhibit, and it's ranked among the 100 most visited museums in the nation. So understanding that you get a really great experience. They have a huge butterfly exhibit, and they have seasonal exhibits that they go out throughout the year. So during the winter time, we'll see the holiday exhibit. During the fall, we'll see different things in regards to fall, a lot of historical things that are there. And it's a really great time if you're considering coming out to the Grand Rapids area. Make sure to check out Frederick Meyer Garden. And they even have events and headline people come out there to throw concerts. So it's a really great environment and something you don't want to miss out on as you're making your way to West Michigan. Now, I've put together a PDF guide to show you exactly what those specifics are. So if you're interested in moving to the area or just coming to visit, you're going to get a good dose of what that transition is like coming to the West Michigan area. Okay, the next place is going to be the Lake Michigan beaches. Now, all throughout the coast, we're on West Michigan, and the great part about being on Lake Michigan is the sunsets, because we're facing, sun rises in the east and sets in the west. It faces west, so in the evening, we're able to see the sunset go over Lake Michigan. So you go out for a nice romantic walk on the beach, or you can just kind of enjoy the sunset as you're on your boat. It's a really great time, and it's a great highlight of living out here, knowing that you can drive 30 minutes away, whether it's South Haven, Saugatuck, Grand Haven, Holland, Muskegon, all throughout the West Michigan lakeshore, to really get a great experience when it comes to those sunsets. Or if you're going out on a hot day, you're not going to bake too much because it's on the east and it's going towards the west. So you have a lot of sunshine throughout the day to enjoy your time at the beach, and know that you're going to just be able to have so much sunshine as you're at the beach. So bring your umbrella, bring the suntan lotion, and get ready to have a good time if you're planning to come during the summer months. And the great part about it, these are real beaches, not just a Facebook or Instagram backdrop. These are legit beaches, and sometimes people, whenever I post on Instagram, they'll say, man, that looks fake, you know, but at the same time, it's a real beach. It's something I grew up with. I love going to the beach. I love going with my family and friends. So it's a great time to enjoy yourself at the beach, and know that Lake Michigan is one of the biggest attractions when it comes to living in West Michigan. All right, now let me take you to some of the latest and greatest neighborhoods that a lot of people are attracted to when it comes to moving to Grand Rapids. I get people who inquire, you know, they'll send me text messages or emails, or they'll just straight up call me and say, hey, you know what, we're looking into this area or that area. And I'll let them know based on their lifestyle what areas may best suit them. But one of the main areas that I get calls about all the time is going to be Ada, Michigan. And Ada, Michigan is a place that is the headquarters for Amway, that has a lot of amenities in regards to the downtown. They have an old town and a new downtown where they're renovating a lot of the space that's out there. Now, one thing I will also point out is the fact that it is above the median price range for the area. The average house out in Ada is going to be expensive. You're going to pay up. It's going to be somewhere around the $500,000 mark for your average home, but you get the environment. You have some of the best school districts that are out there. You have some of the best homes that are out there. You have Rogue River, and you have tons to do throughout the year where you don't have to leave that often. It's a little more east of the Grand Rapids area, but you're getting that bang for your buck, and the quality of lifestyle is like no other out in Ada, Michigan. The next place that I hear about all the time is going to be Easttown. Easttown, Easttown, Easttown. I get clients, I get friends, I get family, everyone's talking about Easttown when it comes to Grand Rapids, because it's such a unique type of town. It's a very hipster, like open-minded type area where people are coming in and they love their culture. They love the food. They love the coffee shops. They love walking and having access to living, access to little local shops that are out there. We even have our own creperie, which is basically you can get these amazing crepes, you know, in Easttown, and it's just a fabulous area to walk and enjoy the day. You can go and get brunch, some of the best brunch that we have. Shout out to Matchbox, shout out to Wolfgang's. There's a lot of great places like Cherry Inn, Greenwell. These are awesome places to go get brunch out in the Easttown area that you definitely don't want to miss out on. And I can't forget to talk about Donkey, because they got some of the best tacos in Grand Rapids. Now, the next place I want to highlight is going to be East Grand Rapids. And East Grand Rapids has old money vibes with new money amenities. Now, when it comes to East Grand Rapids, it is separate from Grand Rapids City. East Grand Rapids is its own municipality with its own government. Now, East Grand Rapids it butts right up to Grand Rapids, which is right next to Easttown. Well, Easttown is Grand Rapids, but it has its own police station, it has its government, it's got its own thing, it's got its own school district, and it's really popular among the people who are established. someone who wants to, you know, really build their roots there, or people who have family in Grand Rapids, they want to be there long term. There are expensive houses out in East Grand Rapids, and the taxes are going to be higher in that area as well. So if you're not planning on spending any money, you're not going to really enjoy the fruits of your labor out in Grand Rapids, don't head to East Grand Rapids, because it's for a specific type of lifestyle, and people love East Grand Rapids. They really like to cultivate what they have there. Some people that are there are renovating properties all the time. You have your multi-million-dollar homes that are in the area, long driveways, great school districts. You're walking to go get food right in that downtown East Grand Rapids area, Gaslight Village. It's a fabulous time to enjoy yourself. Even if you just want to drive through and grab lunch, it's an awesome place. Roses is one of the best restaurants you can go to, sit right on the water and have a romantic dinner, enjoy yourself. Or you can take a walk around Reed's Lake, which a lot of people do to exercise and enjoy themselves. So that's a really great highlight, knowing that that area and those neighborhoods are readily available and some of the hottest neighborhoods out in Grand Rapids. Okay, so some things you're gonna need to look out for if you're considering to move to Michigan like all these other people are. One thing is gonna be, you gotta know how to drive in the winter time. It's cold outside. That's bad enough as it is if you're not used to the cold all the time, but driving in the winter time, it may not be you, but it might be the other crazy folks that are driving out there. So you really have to drive almost defensively. Me personally, I kind of drive like a grandpa, and I don't care, because I get to where I go on time and I get there safely and in one piece. So if you drive crazy, you're on the road, I'm going to be the one with the hazards on that you can move right around. I just want to make sure that I'm getting to where I need to get to safely. The next thing is going to be understanding what a Michigan left is. Now, when it comes to driving in Michigan, I can't think of another place where I've actually used a Michigan left other than in Michigan. Now, if you don't know what that is, when you're driving straight on the highway, you're going to veer off to your left. You'll make a turnaround in the middle of the road, like in the middle of the highway or wherever you're going. You're going to drive across the median and turn around. Some places you just stop at the light, then turn left, or, you know, make a full U-turn, but they don't like doing U-turns. They have something called a Michigan left. And that's just something that we have here in Michigan. I don't know if it's only in Michigan. If it isn't, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you guys have something like that where you live. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is using the word "ope" or the word "pop" in Michigan. If someone asks you for a cold pop, that's our way of saying soda. So if you haven't heard the word pop, or someone say, hey, I want a nice pop, want something to drink, you kind of get confused. They're like, what do you want, a popsicle? Or what do you want, to pop you or hit you? Or what are you talking about? So pop is just another word that we use for soda out here in Michigan. And it's just something that the insiders use just to describe, well, we want something fizzy or carbonated to drink. So that's just something we do. Now, as you're making your way out, I have some clients from California, from Texas and Florida that have never really seen snow, so they don't know how to prepare. So I'm gonna give you a couple things that'll keep you really important. Number one, you're gonna need a snow shovel. You don't wanna get stuck in your house. If you wanna get your driveway or be able to see your sidewalk as you walk to your door, you're gonna need to have a shovel. Now, the next thing you'll probably need is a bucket of salt. Salt actually keeps the snow to a minimum, so if you're putting in your walkways, a lot of people use that. A lot of trucks will put salt on the highways and roads so that we have traction and we're not icy slipping and sliding all over the place. The next thing you're going to need is a snow brush. We keep snow brushes in our back seat, or we keep them in the trunk or right on the floor in the front seat, just because we have snow that piles on top of our cars. So if you run into the convenience store, you run to the supermarket, you're probably gonna have snow in your car. You need something to brush it off and wipe it off so you can see safely. The next thing is you're gonna need a good hat, some good gloves, and a nice winter jacket. You have those things. Oh yeah, don't forget the snow boots, because me personally, my feet get super duper cold. So make sure you have some good snow boots. You have those essential items, you're gonna be in good shape. Just don't cry too much, because you might get some frozen tears on your face. So just make sure you're well prepared when you come out to Michigan, if that's something that you're considering on doing. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share those things with you. Now, if you're moving to West Michigan or you're moving out to Michigan, just know that we've got plenty of room for you. Just make sure you know how to understand and pronounce the word Makatawa. It's Macatawa. That's how we call it out here in Michigan. And in the West Michigan area, it's Macatawa or Keweenaw Peninsula. So that way you have a little heads up when you start talking, people know what you're talking about. And it's just a highlight. I love Michigan. I love telling people all about it as they're making their way out here. And again, for things to do and sights to see, this is Live Great TV. I'm the official host to Live in Great in Grand Rapids and the West Michigan area. My name is Vaughn Greathouse, and if you want to know more about the West Michigan area, what it's like to live, work, and have fun out here in West Michigan, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, or at least give me a like. And let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear from you, talk with you guys in the comments. It means a lot to me because as a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Michigan, I love helping you make that transition over to the West Michigan area. So my number, my email, they're coming on the screen right now. Yes, I'm the one who answers those calls and messages. So feel free to reach out. Let me know what you're thinking. If you would move to Michigan, if you wouldn't, what do you think? Keep me in the loop. I'd love to hear more from you. Again, until next time, we will see you on the next video.